So, one of the questions was, is United lacking a Basuma in the midfield? Now, I think we're lacking a bit of energy through that middle region of the park for sure. No pun intended. I'm not trying to bring up Luke Shaw. Anyway, I feel like yeah, we are lacking someone who's really has that bite. Though I feel like with I think Sofran Amrabat.
Yeah.
I think that's his name.
Yeah.
He's gonna. I think he's not gonna offer that same sort of dynamic. But I think that's if in terms of how we want to play, I feel like we need that physical presence. That can win the ball, but is also a bit calmer as well. And I feel like Basuma is very erratic at times, and he takes on the game heaps. But I feel like we already got that in Bruno progressing forward, and I think Casemiro can also. I think we're putting our let's say our eggs into Casemiro in a sense where we're going to allow him to advance a bit more too. So I think we need. I'd love a Basuma, but I feel like he wouldn't be necessarily the right fit. And then that sort of leads into the question about what we're suited to playing better as well. Whether is it counter-attacking football, is it build-up possession game. Again, I think it just dependent on the opposition. I think, like, for example, the Arsenal game, if we tried... We were very counter-attacking. But if we tried to be too comfortable in possession and we were caught and we tried to build up too slowly, too high up the pitch, then Arsenal would have basically have done what we tried doing to them. But they are a lot more potent up front, in which what... you saw in the final 5 minutes of that game. So yeah, I feel like it depends on our position. But in terms of what I would like to see, I'd love to hold on to the ball a lot more. I'd love to be sink our teeth in a more effective way. I think we rush the ball up too quick. We depend on our forwards to get the ball to feet and sort of hold it up. And whilst our team, pushes up the field, and basically our last line of defense is basically at the halfway line. So yeah, I would love to just be more controlled. I think we can. We've got the midfield now to sort of enable us to sort of sit back, but also and conserve our energy, but also have the ball instead of trying to hoof the ball up quick, like I said, and rely too much on our forwards to hold it up there and then bring it forward. Like, I'd love that slow build up at times, and I haven't really seen much of that under Ten Hag. If I'm honest with you, it's been too quick and too reliant on the defensive efforts of our wingers. I think with the recent acquisitions, I think we will be playing a style that where us United supporters are used to seeing out of us, but obviously not recently. And yeah, I think I miss the days in which we had Sir Alex and we had that balance. With Ten Hag, we just don't have that balance at the moment. Or we just haven't had that balance in a while.
I don't think you've had that since before Mourinho.
Yeah,
Mourinho's style was park the bus, counter attack. And I feel like since then, your whole team, because he was one of the managers where Rashford came up.
Yes.
So he sort of nurtured Rashford.
Oh, it was Van Gaal. No, Van Gaal. It was under Van Gaal first, and then
yeah. So Mourinho's whole style was counter attack. It was Pogba hoofing it up to Rashford to run onto and then score, and that's sort of been your identity for too long. Ten Hag's trying to change that, but he's still finding success in Eriksen knocking the ball up to him.
Yeah, look, I think you bringing in Pogba in this conversation is absolutely relevant, because I feel like the reason we need Amrabat in now is because it showed that we played midfielders in that pivot role that shouldn't have been. And once Casemiro came in, you saw we had a lot more control last year.
It was just getting
on the ball. Exactly. And now we've got Amrabat. I feel like the midfield's going to be really well balanced with him. And yeah, with Højlund's up there now too. Yeah, it's honestly it's looking pretty tasty, and yeah, that's why in our review of the game, I wasn't too cut about the loss to Arsenal, because you saw a lot of good signs.